Hi, welcome to Mix with Britby. Today we're going to learn about Mathieu Teisseire. So first things first, what is a syrup? Well, it's a thick, viscous liquid that consists of sugar dissolved into water, sometimes with the addition of fruit. What makes it different than a cordial is usually thinner and has a citrus element. Now, sweetness has been desired since the beginning of time in human beings. When we eat something with residual sugar, it sparks the prehistoric part of our brain that says, yes, sugar, energy. This is what will keep me alive and well, the energy to survive. This is why sugar tastes so good for us. Because of this, we've desired and sought out sweet things where we can find them. So where does sugar come from? Well, sugar comes from the sugar cane. It's a tropical grass that grows up to 20 feet tall. The first probable domestication of sugar cane was grown by the indigenous people of Papua New Guinea, who chewed it raw about 10,000 years ago. Sugarcane spread from the Polynesian region across the world, becoming a truly global crop, with strides in cultivation and processing along the way. Sugarcane soon migrated to Southwest Asia and aroused keen interest among the people who discovered it. In the 6th century BC, the Persians invaded India and marveled at this reed which gives honey without the need for bees. So what does sugarcane need to grow? Well, first of all, you need heat. The subtropical climates and warmth is crucial for the growth and development of sugarcane. You also need good soil. Sugarcane requires a lot of quality soils with the necessary chemicals and nutrients to grow. Next, you'll need sunshine, lots and lots of sunshine for it to thrive, and water, an abundance of water. This is a very water-intensive crop. So early refining methods involve grinding or pounding the cane in order to extract the juice, and then boiling down the juice or drying it in the sun to yield sugary solids that look like gravel. The Sanskrit word for sugar also means gravel or sand. During antiquity and the Middle Ages, sugar was a rare and expensive commodity, as with spices such as saffron and nutmeg. From the late 15th century, shortly after Christopher Columbus's first voyage to America, sugarcane plantations developed in the West Indies, then South America, particularly in Brazil. Sugar became the top colonial commodity. It was at the root of the historically vile triangular trade, where European ship owners exchanged trinkets for African men, who were then sold as slaves in America. The ships then returned to Europe with products from the colonies, including precious sugar. In the early 19th century, in response to the English blockade on sugar from the West Indies, Napoleon ordered sugar beet to be grown on French soil. In 1811, the first economically viable sugar beet processing plant was built in France. Sugar became widely consumed in the late 19th century. And now for the history of Mathieu Teisseire. Our journey began in the 1720s amidst the picturesque French Alps when Mathieu Teisseire set out to redefine beverages. His relentless pursuit and distinct methodology aimed to capture the true essence of flavour, starting with the succulent, sun-ripened cherries. They are the start of our story. Mathieu Teisseire set up a distillery and began producing cherry liqueurs. By 1927, the company is bought by a liqueur and spirit merchant whose son begins producing non-alcoholic fruit syrups. By the start of the 1960s, Teisseire developed a truly innovative metal packaging that catapulted the brand above its competitors. Light yet unbreakable, this bottle is also better at keeping the product fresh. This revolutionary packaging will make the glory of Teisseire, which will conquer the mass market. Today, Mathieu Teisseire's passion for creating high-quality products that capture the authentic taste of ingredients is being distributed to over 40 countries around the globe. Now, Teisseire is always striving for true flavour. And how do we achieve it? There is no one set recipe or same method in producing our different syrups. With a perfect blend of top, body and bottom notes, layering those flavours so that raspberry syrups invoke the most true taste and what the memory, the flavour of the raspberry sparks within you. There are 3 different types of sugar used in Teisseire. There is sucrose, extracted from beet or cane sugar, glucose or fructose syrup, which is obtained from cereal, starch, corn or wheat, and the sugar from fruit juice. And Teisseire uses a cold filling process. This keeps the high quality of the freshness of the product. A lot of competitors use hot filling. This continues to cook the liquid while it cools down, so they're not as fresh. Teisseire has a varied fruit content depending on the variant. Most competitors just have the same amount no matter what. Teisseire has achieved a better balance as a result of this. Has a much higher fruit content overall than its competitors, and this is shown with the quality of the liquid. The natural fruit flavour actually shines through in each of the SKUs. So the breadth and the depth of the range means that bartenders can use these across a myriad of different recipes. The one thing that Mathieu Teisseire has as well that no other company has is that they use their own naturally filtered water that comes from the French Alps. So if you think 50% of that bottle is water, 50% of bottle is some of the best water in the world.